Have you ever watched someone betray you, take everything from you, and then, years later, watch karma step in and finish the story for you? This is my story. How my ex-wife walked out, left me drowning in debt, and how, years later, the universe served a cold dish of justice I didn't even have to order. If you've ever dreamed of seeing karma handle the people who wronged you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more true stories of real-life revenge, and settle in for one of the most jaw-dropping tales you'll hear today. My name is Mark. I grew up in Milford, a quiet steel town in western Pennsylvania. It's the kind of place where the diner waitress knows your coffee order and everyone's business. At 26, I married a woman named Laura. She was magnetic, bright smile, social butterfly, always talking about her big plans. On paper, we look like the picture-perfect couple. But marriage isn't a picture. It's a ledger of choices. And slowly, our columns stopped matching. I worked double shifts at the mill and did freelance construction on weekends to pay bills. Laura drifted between jobs, always promising she'd get serious soon. By 2004, we were sitting on a six-figure mountain of debt. Credit cards, loans, late fees. I was doing everything to keep us afloat. She was scrolling job listings like it was a hobby. Then, one cold November evening, she told me she was leaving. Not for space. Not for finding herself. For a man named Eric. He'd been her just a friend for months. Suddenly, he was the love of her life. She moved out that weekend. Divorce should have been a clean cut. Instead, Laura forgot paperwork. Missed hearings stalled. It dragged out for 4 long years until 2008. The court hit me with a $320 a month pension adjustment because she sacrificed her career for our marriage. And the debt left entirely to me. I'd like to tell you I was furious, but mostly I was numb. I'd wake at 4:30 a.m. to go to work, hands shaking as I opened bills, whispering under my breath, "Just keep going." By 2009, Laura had married Eric, the man she left me for. Their social media was a highlight reel: vacations, champagne, new cars. Meanwhile, I was eating canned soup and pulling overtime. 2 years later, cracks showed. Personal bankruptcy. Rumors that Laura couldn't hold a job. She started calling old acquaintances for loans, telling everyone she was innocent and the world was against her. One night, she texted me, hinting at money. I typed back, "I'm sorry for your situation, but I can't help you." Then I blocked the number, not out of hatred, out of self-preservation. I also made a vow: no anger. Anger is an anchor. It keeps you tied to the shipwreck. I was going to swim to shore. Fast forward a decade. The debt? Paid. My credit? Rebuilt. My heart? Healed. I'd met Anna, my second wife, my anchor. We built a calm, joyful life together. Laura and Eric faded into the background. Every now and then I'd hear whispers. Another job lost, another loan defaulted. I felt nothing. Then came December 2024. Laura had been ill for a week but refused to see a doctor. "Just a cold," she said. On the 7th day, someone finally called an ambulance. She was rushed to intensive care with multiple organ failure. By the next morning, she was gone, 51 years old. When I heard, I sat at my kitchen table. I didn't cheer. I didn't cry. I just thought, she never got to draw that pension she fought so hard for. Legally, the right to apply for that pension passed Eric. I thought, well, at least someone will benefit. 2 months later, February 2025, news broke again. Eric had died suddenly in his early 50s. Just like that. He never received a single dollar of that pension either. I didn't wish them harm. I never plotted revenge. Yet here I was, watching the universe close a loop I couldn't close myself. I'll never forget that winter drive home from work. Snow drifting across the Tulane highway. My hands on the wheel just like years before. But this time not from stress. This time from awe. We spend so much energy fantasizing about payback. But sometimes life keeps its own books. Not on our schedule. Not in our style. But in its own cold, impartial way. So there it was. The pension adjustment she fought for? Gone. The man she left me for? Gone. The debts? Paid by me, but I came out stronger. And me? I'm still here. Healthy, happy, debt-free, with a wife who treats me like a partner. The revenge wasn't mine, but it was clean. It was final. It was karma. Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's moving on, healing, and letting life sort itself out. Because sooner or later, everyone meets the consequences of their choices. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. Tell me in the comments. Have you ever seen karma do your work for you? And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories where justice shows up, sometimes in the most unexpected ways.